what has really bothered me over the years of being a huge Notre Dame fan and being a Notre Dame nut job, because that's what I am. I'm a fucking Notre Dame nut job, okay? So here's the one bullshit thing that has really bothered me about being a Notre Dame fan is ESPN's hatred for Notre Dame, and it's so obvious. During the college football season, they hate Notre Dame. And I will get into that reason. I have 3 reasons why I think ESPN hates Notre Dame so much, and it's BS, and I'll go from 3 to 1. Okay? So, excuse me. You know what? Let's go from 1 to 3. I like it better that way. We'll go in order. We'll go from 1 to 3 why ESPN hates Notre Dame so much. And it's just like, the last 6 months I haven't been able to sleep. I don't know what it is. I've been up at night thinking. I can't turn my mind off. So last night was one of those nights, and I got up and went to the bathroom, and after I was washing my hands, I was thinking, you know what, maybe I need to make a video why ESPN hates Notre Dame so much. And it bothers me. My loved ones, my sister tells me don't let it bother you, but it does, because it's not fair. ESPN is a national sports network. They're supposed to treat everyone equally, and they don't treat Notre Dame equally. They treat them like a redheaded stepchild, okay? And then they have their love for the Boston Red Sox. And yes, the evil New York Yankees, they love them. I don't even watch baseball on ESPN during the summer because 90% of their games are Yankee games, okay? So ESPN, you need to start being equal and start treating these programs that you hate so much, Notre Dame, equal to everyone else, okay? Now, here's my reasons, and I'm gonna start from the top, 1 to 3. Okay, number 1, why ESPN hates Notre Dame. NBC television. Notre Dame's home games are televised nationally every Saturday during the fall that they're at home on NBC. No matter where you are in the country, Notre Dame is going to be on. ESPN hates this. The reason that is because Notre Dame is being televised nationally and ESPN doesn't have those rights. ESPN is pissed about that. ESPN is jealous because sometimes Notre Dame football games have higher ratings than they do every Saturday during the fall. Even their primetime game, the 7 o'clock game with Kirk Herbstreit and Chris Fowler, who, by the way, I can't stand that arrogant prick the way he talks. But anyways, that's the one reason, my first reason, okay? Because ESPN has about, I don't even know, let's say maybe 6 or 7 games on a day. Just the ESPN network. I'm not talking about the SEC conference or the other conference networks that they owe. But I'm just saying the actual channel, ESPN and ESPN2, they probably altogether have combined 12 games on a day, starting at 11, ending at 1 in the morning, with the West Coast games ending late at night. Okay? Notre Dame home games sometimes have higher ratings combined for all those games. When they play against Michigan, when they play against Southern Cal, and definitely next year, if we even have a season, this year, if we even have a season, when Notre Dame plays Clemson at home, that will be the highest rated game for the night, for that day, combined with whatever ESPN crap puts on there, okay? So, it's facts, it's true. That will be the truth, definitely, most definitely. So, that's my first reason. Let's get to reason number 2. And I say this carefully because I have a lot of family members that went to Notre Dame. My family, a lot of family members went to Notre Dame. My father went there. My sister went there. I have an aunt that went there. I had a cousin that went there and another cousin that went there that I've never met before. So you can see, I'm not talking about you guys, okay? So let's just get that straight, all right? Number 2, elitist fan base / alumni. Now, this is going to be fun because I've had to deal with these assholes before, okay? The elitist Notre Dame alumni who graduated 30 years ago, okay, in the 1980s, think Notre Dame is the greatest thing ever. Think that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread and the Easter Bunny, and the greatest thing since water ever came around, whenever long ago that was, okay? So, ESPN hates that, and I don't blame them for that reason. Now, I agree with them. I don't blame them for that reason. They should have every right to blast Notre Dame. Because the elitist fan base alumni that graduated from 1986, and even before that, these people, well, Notre Dame's different. Notre Dame's above. Notre Dame is there and everyone else is here. No, it doesn't work that way anymore. You guys are the same boat as everyone else now, okay? That's different now. College football has changed the last 40 years. Every single college football game is pretty much on TV. The landscape has gone from 100 acres to 2 billion acres. Okay, that's how big of a landscape has changed in the last 40 years. You can even watch a Division III team on TV right now. So Notre Dame alumni fans, stop, shut up. Just accept the facts that we're not what we used to be before. We suck, okay? And we'll be lucky to win 10 or 11 games a year. Be happy with that. That's great. That's a milestone in college football today, okay? Yes, we're not in Ohio State. We're not in Alabama, and we're not in LSU. We are Notre Dame, and we are, and I don't mean we. I don't ever classify myself with we to Notre Dame. Okay, I just say Notre Dame. I'm talking about the elitist alumni that ESPN hates. You're beneath those programs. You have 3-star, 4-star recruits. Alabama, LSU, they have different type, different breed 4-star, different breed, different type 5-star recruits. You are different. Yes, from them. You want to talk about if Notre Dame's different? Yeah, you are different from their recruiting classes. So stop it. And I will agree with ESPN. Notre Dame does have the elitist fan base and the delusional alumni who went there in the last 30 to 40 years. I agree with that. Okay, now what annoys me about it is that they all think that Notre Dame fans aren't like that. Look, I don't classify myself as that. Like I just said, I don't ever refer to Notre Dame as we. Okay, and I might have contradicted myself a few times in this channel where I said we. I didn't mean it to come off that way. I apologize, but I never, ever in my life say we Notre Dame. Only the people who went there should have the right to say that. Okay, I don't give Notre Dame money. I'm not an alumni, so let's cross that off the list. Okay. I am not like that. I know other Notre Dame fans who aren't like that. I know where Notre Dame's place is. I know exactly where they belong, and they are not part of the elite college football programs. They are beneath it. I hate to say it, it's the truth. But that's topic number 2, why ESPN hates Notre Dame. Now, number 3, Notre Dame football is not in a conference, and ESPN hates this. And this is going back to reason number 1, TV ratings. Now, why I say that? If Notre Dame, let's say, was in the ACC network, all their games pretty much would be televised either on ESPN, ABC, or the ACC network, which ESPN has the rights to. Notre Dame home games, like I said earlier, are all on NBC. If Notre Dame were to join a conference, the ACC per se, NBC would lose their contract to Notre Dame. Notre Dame would lose revenue from NBC. And another reason why ESPN hates Notre Dame? Because Notre Dame doesn't share the revenue that they make off their TV network with other programs, colleges in that conference. That's the biggest reason. That's number 3. Okay, but if Notre Dame were to be in the ACC network, they, like I said, they would be televised on all the networks that ESPN owns down the pipeline. They would have to share that revenue with other schools in the conference, Boston College, Florida State, Clemson, etc. Okay, that's just the way it is. And Notre Dame knows that, and I don't think that's the reason why they'll ever be in a conference in football. Now, there are other sports that are in the conference, basketball, etc., baseball, the hockey team. I don't even know if college hockey has a conference. I probably should have said that before not researching it. So I apologize for my ignorance there, folks. But that's the biggest reason, not a conference. And do I think Notre Dame should be in a conference? I technically, yes, think they should. You asked me 10 years ago, I would have said no. But you know what? Seeing how the landscape of college football has changed, I think Notre Dame should be in a conference. And I think the most appropriate conference for them would be the ACC. That's just my opinion, and I appreciate you watching my video. Thank you for taking time to watch this. Please like and subscribe to my page, and enjoy your day, and God bless, and I love you guys. Thank you for watching.